Hey everyone. Getting ready to get this going. Let me just one final tweet. There we go. All right. So, hello everybody. For everyone who's here, the Rival Angels Google Hangout. Today, I am going to be working on a sketch. It's going to be for the raffle drawing. And for people that don't know, if you pledge $10 to the Rival Angels Patreon page, you get entered into a monthly raffle. And this month's winner wanted me to draw their OC, Lysandra, and I believe that is the champ of his federation. Let's see. I started the sketch a little bit just because I wanted to get the basis down right away. So as you can see, I've got the basics down. Let's see. I'm going to just get right into it. So, doing this digitally, and normally I put in some lines here. Actually, I can show that a little better on another layer. Normally when I go to town, it's something like this. And that's essentially what I did. This the OC is supposed to be doing a little bit of channeling the rock. Just bring it. Oh, you know what? I forgot to open up the Q&A. Where is that? Here we go. Cool. If anyone wants to ask anything, in the upper right, there's this 3x3 grid that you can click on, and you should be able to ask any questions that way. Let me just double check to make sure that's, I believe that is accurate. Just making sure. All right, where is that? Oh, here we go. Testing. Travis, hey, what's going on? I'm hoping everyone can see this. If not, just let me know in the questions and we'll sort it out. So, right then. Anyway, so this was, kind of how I set it up. Like so, but since I already got that down, I can just get rid of that. In the background, you can see the ring ropes here, and that's, let me just delete that for a second. I have, it's called paths here, and so I can move this around however I want. I can size this however I want. I can also move stuff around if I want to a little bit, and it'll all keep its very nice crisp lines, because these are paths, and paths are vectors, and they always make it nice. What you can do too is if you have like a special brush tool you like to use, you can tell it to stroke the paths with your pencil, so it'll show up a little better. Let's see if we can get in close. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, let me up the opacity on this so you can see. Well, that's a little, yeah, it's a little rougher than I would want it to be. So let's try another brush. There we go. That's a little smoother. And then I'll just knock that down a little bit. Let's see. Travis, everything looks to be working well from what I can tell. Yay! Thanks for the feedback. Appreciate it. Jim, you're never late. You're always where you're supposed to be when you mean to be there. So that's all good. Let's see. Once I have the sketch down, well, actually, let me show you real quick. Here is Lysandra. And that's what I'm going to be drawing up. In fact, I could probably leave her up a little bit. Let's see if I can't back that back a little bit. So, all right, MJC. Hi, Albon. What do you think WWE will do with AJ Styles? Will they make a Bullet Club stable? It's an excellent question. I think because everybody wants the Bullet Club to happen, that WWE isn't going to do it, and that's makes me sad, because I would love to see that Bullet Club reunion. I just don't think it's going to happen, because WWE's a bunch of haters like that, and they think that not giving the fans what they want is what they want. So what'll probably happen is Anderson and Gallows won't team with AJ. They'll probably turn against him. Maybe Finn, because I hear he's coming up, will join them, but I'm not really sure. But I'm hoping so. But that also means there's a lot of good stuff for AJ Styles, though. Him against them would be pretty cool. MDC, oh my God, Kim Hart loses again. I think that's the same. Oh no, yeah, that's true. Well, what can I say? People beat Kim and they want to fight her again another time. Travis, suddenly there's some repeating audio overlaying the original audio. Oh, okay. On your end, gotcha. I'm gonna say otherwise, sometimes if you have like the YouTube channel open as opposed to the Google application, it sometimes does that. So anyways, as you can see, I'm just kind of roughing in some shapes right now. My notes on Lysandra is that she's a bigger babe, muscular babe, and kind of like Chyna, rest in peace. At least, or like Power Girl, curvy, strong, and I believe she's the champion of Mayday's Federation. That he made the LWA. Very cool. I've enjoyed everything I've seen from that. In fact, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can pull up his Give me an art account. Let's see. I believe so. Yeah. What I'll do, I'm going to put it in the say something part here. And I'm going to put it on here. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. So if you want to check out more of Mayday stuff, I encourage you to check that out when you get a chance. And I'm pretty sure stuff is safe for work. Can't say that about everybody's stuff. So as you can see, I'm still just putting in the rough shapes. The usual kind of landmarks, you can say. And since she's going to be a stronger girl, I'm going to make sure I makes it look like she doesn't skip leg day. She doesn't skip working out at all. So yeah. So I know everyone's heard about Chyna, I bet by now. Very sad. R.I.P. When I think of Chyna, I remember that super bump that Rikishi took on her account, where they were outside the ring and she clotheslined him and he did a 180. And I thought, wow, that was really cool. Obviously, he didn't have to do that. She was, Intercontinental Champ by way of Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Again, that's really cool. And I remember when she first showed up, she attacked Marlena. Oh, Marlena. The tiniest person ever against Chyna. That's just, I find that very funny. So, let's see here. Gotta get this right. See, MGC, will Chyna be inducted into the Hall of Fame, WWE Hall of Fame now? You know what? I bet you she does, because now she's dead. And, before they were like, oh, well, she's done porn, and, we can't have people, whatever. But they have Mike Tyson, who's a convicted rapist. So I don't know that that's morally better. I mean, porn's not illegal. Rape is. So I would say that, yeah, it'd probably be a year or two still, but I do think she'll go in. Jim, Chyna was great as a member of DX, really helped make Triple H the asshole he's good at playing. You know what? And I mean this with all respect, she's a very good straight man to Shawn and Triple H, because they were always goofing around and being silly, and she was the one that kind of had to rein it in, or just play the straight man, be the non-goofy one. And I think you really need that to make it work. So that's it was really invaluable, I think. So I'm putting in some musculature here. Not all of it might make it in, It just kind of reminds me what I'm doing. The center line is very important. A lot of times I draw in a belly button even when you can't see it. Like on Brooke, for instance, you don't always see her. Well, when she's wearing a catsuit, you're never going to see her belly button. But I try not to put it in because that would be a very tight catsuit if you could see it. So if it ever makes it in, it's usually just an accident, but it helps when I'm trying to, lay out, show who's, helps lay out where, the body is. The spine is super important to get right. That's why it's usually the first thing I draw in. All right. So she's got some long here, luchador. Anyone watching Lucha Underground? That is a fun wrestling federation. And there's a lot of mixed matches, which I'm not normally a huge fan of, but they do it in a really cool way. They do it where it's not weird or anything. Everyone's just competing, and they make sure that it's not a weird like carnival thing or anything. That it's legit, basically, is what I'm saying. See, I think we're gonna have to bring her eyebrows in a little tighter. There we go. And like so. Just getting in the general shapes now. Yeah. There we go. Here we go. Jim, I keep forgetting it's on. I heard cheerleader Melissa is there. That is true. Though she's not cheerleader Melissa. She's like this moth lady thing. But she's badass. She's in a program with Evilise, and she's really awesome too. So, two super kick-ass ladies right there. Can't go wrong with that. Let's see. This kind of point here. So now that we're at the end of a Rival Angels chapter, getting ready to start a new one, what are you guys looking forward to? Is there an upstart girl or a rivaling someone on the roster that you're still rooting for? Or is there anyone in particular you're looking to see? See, MGC is a true TNA is going down. Will WWE purchase it? WWE will purchase it just for the wrestling library, just for all the different matches over the years and stuff to have, Sting, Macho Man, I think even CM Punk was there. Just to have all that, I think they would buy it, but I don't know that they would do anything with it. They would just cut everyone they don't want and send everyone else to NXT. Call it a day. There we go. And this week I'll be going on vacation. My in-laws are celebrating their anniversary, so I'm going to have the pages up but I might not be able to do like a raw report, which I like to do. So if it's not there, I'm sorry, but you guys feel free to list who you like, who you're enjoying. That's perfectly acceptable. And if I can, I'll chime in. Let's see. Travis, at this point, I'm most excited about the bit we've been talking about. Get my last message a couple days ago. Yes, we're going to rip you out. Look you up. And I think it's going to be like page 9 or 10 or something like that. Updating twice a week. I don't get to, the story doesn't come out as fast as I would like it to, but because of that, though, I'm able to plan pretty far in advance. Let's see here. Jim, really hoping someone steps up and takes TNA from Dixie. Wrestling is so much better when there's competition. Well, that's true. One, the problem is Dixie, like they want to sell TNA, but the problem is Dixie's like, no, I'm not going anywhere. This is mine. So it's going to be tough to try. I guess Jeff Jarrett was going to buy TNA back a while ago, and at the last minute, they were like, oh, by the way, Dixie's still going to be in charge. And they were like, no, deal breaker. So that, that kind of wrecked some stuff. But Jarrett's got some crazy stuff going on now with Global Force. There's some weird, he's doing some kind of promotional thing with this gold trading company, and they kind of read like they have been compared to a Ponzi scheme. And that's not very cool. So they're gonna have to figure something out there. Let's see, I'm just trying to make sure my proportions are right with Lysandra. I think her head could stand to be a little bigger. If we can. What I like about working digitally is just make it a little bigger then. Except for I should probably grab her neck. I want her to be a pencil neck geek. There we go. How's that? I think that's a little better. Travis, Ponzi schemes aren't cool. The government hates competition. Yeah, those, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, buy some gold and you'll get like a big commission or whatever if you can start selling it to other people. I don't know, it's something crazy like that. Let's see. Jim, we went to WrestleCon in Dallas this year. Any chance you could do it next year in Orlando? You really need more than just the autograph sessions. Dude, no lie, me and Tracy are talking about going to WrestleMania next year and, talk about doing, WrestleMania weekend and all that good stuff. It doesn't hurt that WWE is making a physical Hall of Fame in Orlando. So we're gonna, we want to check that out too. So yeah, we're still making plans and stuff, but we definitely want to do that. So Lysandra here is supposed to be holding a title belt, but I'm going to put that on another layer so I can move it around if I have to. I do have some reference for it too. So just going to just rough this in real quick. I think change the color of it. Oh, what color to use? I'll use maybe a green. What we got here? See how this shows up. Not well. All right. Let's use this green. It's not that good. There we go. It's purple. Pretty color. I just need to get this in so I can get an idea of what I'm working with. Champ, she needs her belt. So I'll the rock, we'll have that floating back there. And let's see, I have what her belt's supposed to look like. I'm going to see if I can import this. That is the belt, yes. And I'm just going to drop this in for reference. We'll close that. All right. I'll name that belt so I know what it is. There we go. So, yes. To give you guys a little bit of an update, next chapter is going to be a little heavier on Brooke. We're going to see her a little bit more and her goals and dreams. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. But of course, we're still going to have the fallout from Kristen from this chapter. We're going to have, of course, Alter Dragon trying to move past their heartbreaking loss to Brenda and Snow Kitten. So it's going to definitely have a lot of Brooke, but everyone else too. Does anyone else plan on going to WrestleMania next year? If so, we'll have to do a meetup. That would be fun. And there's going to be so much stuff going on in Orlando next year, just because so many other wrestling companies tend to gravitate towards that too. Like Shine will probably be there because they're already in Florida. Normally Shimmer does something, maybe they will, but Ring of Honor will probably be there. Who else? Chikara maybe. Just a bunch of different companies come out to check it out, or to be around. So it's just a matter of trying to get it all in, if at all possible. All right. So belts go on. Okay. So let's see. Travis, I'm enjoying Brooke's character development. Looking forward to seeing how Kristen's progresses too. Yeah, she's good. She's in. She got a rough one going. Bigger B84 WrestleMania weekend. Yes, WrestleMania maybe. I totally understand where you're coming from because WrestleMania is not cheap. It is very, very expensive. So and we're actually considering that too because it just might not be cost effective to do that. But that is the goal, of course, is to actually see it. That would be nice. So let's try to get her elbow pad here. Let's see, MGC. If end of Rival Angels, will you have a break first before posting the first chapter of your new comic? Yeah, there'll be a break. Right now, it's probably going to be a Nikotos. It's basically Dungeons and Dragons meets Final Fantasy, and I've written 100,000 words in novel format, but I still need to get that together. And that's sort of the problem, I guess, is that with Rival Angels, I feel like I can only do one thing at a time because I try and do more than one thing and it just doesn't work out well for me. So, and that's fine. Rival Angels gets all my attention, but because of that, I can't do other stuff, and I want to do other stuff just to, change it up if nothing else. So, but I will definitely keep you guys in the loop. You will definitely not know the next thing I'm doing, because I will be letting you all know. Jim, I think Shimmer Crew is going try and hit NXT and other shows. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just that's gonna be time to do it. Just get it in. Just get in as much as you can, because it should be a good time. Hopefully we'll see Tom while we're down there. I would think we'd have to. Dude's in Orlando, right? So that would just be criminal for us not to hang out with him. Let's see, boots, and there's laces. Ever notice how I avoid laces like the plague? But I'm not gonna shy away this time. Going all out with this one. So I'm trying to see if I got, yeah. Sometimes I just jump around. It's very disjointed sometimes, but sometimes I'll work on something and I'll be like, oh, that looks fine, that looks good. And then I come back to it 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour later, I'm like, oh my God, that's terrible. How did I let that go? So I remember this is still just the pencil stage. I have a lot of room to maneuver as far as changing stuff up, that sort of thing. It's always good to just double check stuff, make sure it's right. Let's see, MGC. So if your version of D&D, so I guess it will be gory. Sorry, when I was in college, I wrote fanfic, Final Fantasy goes over. Will it be tragic? Yeah, it's gonna be tragic. There's gonna be people that you're gonna want to root for that don't always, that things don't always work out for them. As far as gory, though, I don't think so. I mean, especially not drawing it. There's just I can't see that there'd be much reason to. So I'm looking at Sandra's arms. I think they should probably be a little bigger. So I want to see if I can't just do something like that. I think that's pretty good. Can't barely big enough. So right around. Looks like it sweeps in a little. She's got elbow pads like Sabrina. It's like these cool. Actually, these this type of elbow pad came from Laura Innes. And I don't know where she got it from. I think I asked her. I think maybe she said she just looked it up, but these look more like almost motocross elbow pads, but that's okay with me because they look kick ass, in my opinion. So I think I'm at a point where I'm going to turn off this blue line sketch layer because I just don't think I need it anymore. Cool. So who you guys, for everyone watching Raw, who you guys enjoying the most so far? Me personally, I'm digging Sami Zayn, Becky Lynch, which is ironic because those are two that are just jobbing out. And they probably will because they're so over anyways that they don't need to win. They don't need a belt. Which is lame. But otherwise, Dean Ambrose, I'm digging him. And you know what? He's in the same boat, you know? They're just like, yeah, he doesn't need to win. He's over. He's over enough. Who else, though? Enzo and Cass is cool. They always make me laugh. They've always made me laugh anyways, ever since Soft. Stuff is just hilarious. I'm trying to think who else. I wish Tyler Breeze was doing better, but you know, from what I understand, when you're in NXT, all you want to do is be on the main card, and I don't think it matters how. I think they're like Connor and Victor, who are monsters in NXT. They don't. I think they'd like to be doing better as far as a win or loss, but I don't think they mind putting other teams over. And really, you got to pay your dues anyways, I suppose. So that's just how that's always going to be. I'm going to move this reference now a little bit. I can see those boots a little better. Oh, those look pretty standard. So I would probably be okay even just looking up a proper set of boots. And I say it like that because reference is always important. Always important. All right, we got some. Hey, Latin Dragon. Me personally, Rival Angels shouldn't end, but may take a break from it to do other stuff before returning to Rival Angels, like a fake retirement, like all wrestlers do. I've thought about it. You know, it could be, you know, Rival Angels is the only thing I'm good at, and you know, I'll have to come back to it, and I would not be unhappy, you know, with that. But just want to see how what I can do without it. But love the support, always appreciate it, because it'd be hard to do what I do without you guys. You know, I know that's very cliche, but it's true because, you know, I can draw stuff for myself, I can write stuff for myself, and there it is. But to get feedback and to see how it, you know, lives with other people is very exciting, very cool. These shoelaces are going to be death. I'm going to try and make them three-dimensional, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Oh, whoops. Need white. Let's see if that'll work. I was kind of thinking something. We'll see, this is still the pencil stage, so. And when I'm working digitally, I don't like to go in more than 100% because, like, if I go in, this is 300%. And, you know, you can see there's plenty of stuff to be done here. The problem, though, if you zoom back out, you know, sometimes that shows up, but you go any further, it's going to be just lost. Bigger B84 Vaudevillains and Free Damien Sandow. Man, that's so true. Poor Damien Sandow. The guy is a great worker, but you know, they're just dogging him out. nothing you can do about it, you know, except keep on keeping on. That one match he had with Chyna was just really amazing. Really enjoyed it, but you know, it's how it is, I guess. I know I dig him, so it'd be nice to see Sandow back and, you know, God forbid, winning. Travis, Sammy, and Becky, and KO and Dean are basically what I watched main roster for. I loathe Enzo and Chaos. I forgot to mention Kevin Owens before. Yeah, he's definitely someone that I enjoy watching. It was great when they came to Milwaukee. He wasn't advertised to be there. Sammy had this great match with what's his name, Ciampa. I can't remember his name. Not Johnny Wrestling, the other guy. Ciampa Tommaso or something like that. He had a great match, him and Sammy. And Sammy was like, "Yeah, there's a guy I know who said Milwaukee's the best place to see wrestling because the fans are so great and, you know, everyone's cheering." And then all of a sudden, Kevin Owens' music hits, and we're like, "What?" My friend completely marked out. He's high-fiving me and everything. And he comes out and he's like, "Yeah, Milwaukee's a great wrestling town. I'm the one that told you that, Sammy." And it's great. And he's talking about Milwaukee and this and that. But then he brings it around again, classic heel fashion, where he's like, "I was wrong though about Milwaukee. Milwaukee sucks. They got the crappiest fans." And of course, the crowd blows up. And, you know, one thing leads to another. Him and Sammy start fighting. And Sammy drives him away. And it's very cool. Kevin Owens is brilliant on the mic. Dude's hilarious. And can't wait to see more. See you, Travis. Off for errands. Fun stream. Catch you next time. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Always love having you guys here. Makes it so much fun. And of course, thanks to the patrons for making it possible. Let's see. Oh, it's looking pretty good, I think. See, Latin. Yes, free Damian Sandow, for crying out loud. Zach was a one-day IC champ and now back on the unused shelf. But WWE also has so many becoming ghosts or stuck in the hallways. Which star diva from the hidden rooms deserves a push? I'd love to see Zack Ryder back. You know, excuse me. I would love to see. You know, I mean, that was almost mean to give him the belt for a day, unless he's going away or something. Then I guess that was a nice thing to do for Zach, because up until then he had only been the U.S. champ before, and maybe the tag team champion. I don't know. A lot of people have been the tag champs now, so that's kind of around. I'm trying to think who else could use some love. I'd like to see. I have to think about it. What do you guys think? Who do you guys want to see get some more time, get some more love? Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to turn this layer off. This layer off. I almost feel like we can go bigger. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can grab that and Swagger. You want to see Swagger? I forgot about that dude. I guess Natty. Natty would be fun. I mean, I know she's in a program now with Charlotte, but let's be real. That's not really going anywhere. I don't think anyone believes she's got a chance. There we go. Make it a little bigger. MGC also agree on Latin, more rival angels, so we can see some new belts. I know. You know, we got the world title, TV title, tag belts. son has thrown down the gauntlet that she wants to be the first ever to hold all the belts and she'll be the first Triple Crown champion. You know, can she do it? I don't know. Let's see. Bigger V84, Alicia Fox. You know, I just want to see her wrestle Summer Rae all day because those two have just the longest legs ever, and it's just awesome to see that kind of contrast. Though it was a little weird at WrestleMania, they seem to be wearing almost the same exact outfit. And I thought, hey, maybe you could change that up a little bit. I mean, it's not like it's a huge surprise to come out the ring. So looking at this, I think it's pretty good, and I'm going to start inking it now. Let's see. Jim, question for you. When would be a good time for Fawn versus Rival Angels? And who would you like to see in it? Would I like to see in it? Oh, man. Well, you already sent me a list. Shoot, I don't have it up. But actually, I don't want to reveal nothing, so I don't know if this is going to show up or not. But what do we got? Ultra Dragon versus Scandalous. Awesome. Brandy Brand versus Sayuki. Awesome. Monica versus Kylie. Shannon versus Lenore. Danielle versus Shay. Brenda versus Abigail. Sarah versus Bunny. Oh my goodness. These are all dynamite. Dynamite. And I don't think you could go wrong with Wendy or Mauve. You know, you really can't go wrong at all. And as far as when to do it, you know, I want to make sure that I have you down for the right amount of pages and panels, but you know, just to make sure we plan it right. But yeah, I mean, whenever is good for you guys. I can either take a break mid chapter, you know, to introduce that. I find that a good way to do that. Otherwise, since we're starting the new chapter, I mean, if it's 30 pages, that means what there's 2 pages a week, 8 pages a month. I mean, that'd be like 4 months. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, before we would, you know, if we wanted to wait till the end of the chapter, and I just don't think that's necessary. You have to wait that long, you know. So, yeah, we'll get that ironed out, I think, and get going on that. Let's see. Latin. Brenda must face off against the Asian Cat Smith of Fawn. Who? Asian cats. I'm trying to think if you mean Cat Smith like physically or mentally, like son or whatever. But in Latin, what do you think of Charlotte's push? Do you agree that now within the WWE is mostly due to Ric Flair, since it's rumored that Sasha Banks was going to win it? Yeah, I totally think it's Ric Flair. It's stupid, too. You know, he's got nothing to do with this. I'm gonna be honest though with you. I'm not a big fan of Charlotte. I never have been. The only thing I'll say about that though is I didn't like Ric Flair as a kid growing up. I never, you know, part of it is because he always won. And it's like, you know, this sucks. You know, I want to see someone else with the belt. You know, and that never happened. And then, of course, when Sting came along, it was just wonderful. So it was a very good change. So yeah, I definitely think it's all about Flair, you know, and which is hilarious because he's basically the reason why Jim Ross doesn't have a job anymore. Can't handle booze. But yeah, you know, not only does he have a job, he's been over backwards. Oh, right. Asian Cat Smith, Sayuki. Durr. Yes. Yes. I've always been a fan of Sayuki. What can I say? Um, you know, um, Sayuki's she's a crowd pleaser. What can I say? Something about her. I think I know what it is, but nothing wrong with that. But let's see. Bigger B84. Charlotte's been better as a heel. I agree. I don't like her as a face. I just don't believe it. And I don't know. I didn't like her in NXT. I didn't like her when she was with the what was it, the BFFs? Whatever. But it was with Summer, and I think Sasha was in that too. So that was fine for what it was, but I don't know. Just I guess it'd come down to it. I want to see Becky, but I wouldn't be unhappy with Sasha. It's funny about Sasha. If you ever see like some of her early stuff, she was she used to cosplay in the wrestling ring, like as Katana from Mortal Kombat. That's outstanding. You can do a Google search for that because that's cool. Latin, what do you think of Lucha Underground? Dude, me and Tracy, we love Lucha Underground. Lucha Underground is just off the chain. I don't even know where to start. I'm trying to think why. I don't know. I like Prince Puma. I like Ray Ray. I like Johnny Mundo. I like any of the luchadoras. I really like Sexy Star. Oh shoot, spoof this up. She has. There we go. Let's look at that. Anyway, really love it. Mil Muertes is a very good bad guy. Well, let's see. I don't know that I like the new big bad though, the abyss looking thing. It's kind of I suppose that's the only blah going on right now. But yeah, I think I really like Lucha. Though I will say that I think I'm at least like I haven't seen this week's episode, and I don't know that I saw last week, so I'm usually a week behind. But that's okay in this age of Netflix and DVR and all that good stuff. You don't have to watch it right away. Watch it whenever you want. But yeah, I really like it a lot. It's freaking just outstanding. And I never saw season 1. And some of the stuff I have seen is just crazy. Just crazy stuff. Pentagon Jr. is just a wild man. This stuff is amazing. And for the longest time, I thought it was Conan, but it's not. Not that they ever hinted that it was. It's just that was just my own thing. He moved and sounded a little bit like him, I thought. But no, I was not right. Mayday! I'm so sorry you missed the whole thing again, too. I was wondering if you were just quietly observing or not. And just a hater internet connection, I'm guessing, huh? Jim, any idea on what I should get from Laura this time? You can't go wrong with anything, man. The only thing is, I will say, if you've been keeping up with her Patreon, account, her father-in-law is terminally ill, and so she's not. I don't think she's going to be able to get to it right away. She's right now. She's back in Cleveland. They just moved to California, and in fact, we were supposed to see them this week, but because her father-in-law is ill terminally, so that they've been in Cleveland for like a month. And the nice thing about her job is that she doesn't necessarily have to be in any one spot. She doesn't have to clock in, so to speak. So, and neither does her husband. So they've been able to spend the last remaining time that they could, or that they can, with him. So that's been cool. But so on the one hand, you got time. Second, though, oh man, I know we were kind of goofing around about that. We were, what did we say? Because you did B as a wrestler. Shoot, I can't remember. You really can't go wrong, though. I mean, whether it's, a 17th century wrestler or just one of your OCs now, can't go wrong. Hey, Randy, I really need to talk to you about what software you use to broadcast. Oh, you know what? It's just Google Hangout, which you helped me out with. You were very kind to help iron that out. And the only thing is it doesn't want to see Manga Studio. It's just like Photoshop, which is kind of a drag because I don't normally ink in Photoshop. And now that I'm looking at this, I might just redo it after the broadcast. But yeah, just Google Hangouts and just Photoshop for whatever goofy reason. Lame. I really like to go off on some Manga Studio. Latin WWE messed up with Ricochet, Prince Puma, who they could have signed yet failed, even with Christian and YTJ pushing them to do it. But if WWE did, what would you think do you think he would matter in the WWE due to his size and how WWE treats them? Well, let's see. You know what? They'd probably put him in NXT, and then he'd be a big shot, at least until you got to the main roster. And after that, who knows, because I look at Neville. And, that's fine. Not everyone's supposed to be, a main event, world-class kind of guy, but I don't know. Maybe be a little sad to see him not be used as well as he could. But until it happens, we really don't know. So I'm trying to be a little optimistic too, because it's just so easy to be cynical about that kind of thing, So that's all I can say about that. Randy, is there a plugin I need for it to view Photoshop instead of my cam? There's this. See, there's this screen that pops up that shows what you guys are seeing, and on the left side, there's like chat window and a screen share, and the screen share is what I hit. It'll give you like all the options that it wants to grab. If there's 8 things, at least for me, 7 of them are the open folders on my Finder, which is like super lame. Me, like talking to me, and then Photoshop. Even though I got Mail open, I got Mega Studio open. It only wants to grab those things. So no, you don't need any special plugin or anything. Though it probably would help. No, I don't know. I'm running El Capitan. But what am I running on this Mac? Hello. There we go. I'm still running Yosemite, so 10.10. And I don't know if there's anything with that. I really need to upgrade. But yeah, I don't think you need anything special. Just boom and go. Jim, wrestler Winona Earp. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's hilarious. You know, in the comic Winona Earp, Laura finally drew a girl fight, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you, Laura." Now, granted, it was like Winona versus like some vampire babe, but it still counts. It's still cool. I'm very excited to see that. That's just dynamite. See, I need a new layer. Hold on. All right. I'm going to turn this layer down. And I'm going to, where's my ink layer? Turn that down a little bit. And this, let's see if I can't do something with this belt. But I need a smoother brush. Just so happens I have one for that. I don't know if you guys hear that. I live very near a church, and it is clearly noon, at least here, because the bells are going. They are going. I should turn on this. Make sure I got this going on. Speaking of 12, I should probably wrap this up. And in that spirit, how are you guys doing? Any other questions as I get ready to wrap this up? Do you guys have anything you want to see in Rival Angels that I might be able to help out with? Yeah, let me know. Hit me. See if we can't make this happen. This world title belt is so cool because it emulates one of the greats. I should know because this looks a lot like the belt I've made for Rival Angels. Here we go, some questions. All right. When will we see Brenda versus Shannon from MGC? We will see it this chapter. And if I had, it'll be before page 20. I can't tell you how soon that is. I don't know if it's page 19. I don't know. Well, it won't be before page 9. So between 9 and 20. There you go. Latin, do you play video games? And if you do you use the raw Rival and Wrestling women within the game? You know, I love video games so much, but I don't get to play nearly as much as I want to. Yesterday was like the first time in a really long time that I had the time to do it. And the last game I was playing was Arkham City, but I'm so rusty at it now. It's like, oh, I gotta relearn the fighting system again. God damn it. But when I do play wrestling games, yes, I do make Rival Angel characters. It's impossible not to. And I don't mind telling you, I make Sun and Sabrina. They're like my favorites, but I also make Brooke and Kristen, and I make them badasses too, just because they are. That's how it's got to be. I can do that. Damn it. Thomas, I'm going to go back and watch all of that on YouTube. Yeah, well, I hope Lysandra is turning out like you would like. So, if not, I suppose hit me up. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. So, I'm about to wrap this up, but I know we got a few more questions here, so I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. Latin, do you think on Rival Angels versus real life women, or do you think on it? And if so, what matches would you ideally like? Brenda versus Charlotte, or Gail Kim versus Sun Wong, damaging in a corner. Also, any celebrities like Snooki from WrestleMania, or Kim Kardashian facing off against the Rival Angels. I swear to God, I just thought about Kim Kardashian in the ring this weekend. I think it's because she's been in the post with Prince or something like that. But I did, and it was not good for her. But that's more wishful fulfillment, I guess. But that's all right. I mean, that's what we're talking about. So let me think. You know, I don't think how Becky would do against Sabrina or anything like that. I gotta tell you, from the old school like comics, so I get like, hey, Flash and Green Lantern, they need to fight before they can hang out. But then they do, and you know, that's how they team up and beat the big bad. I'm all about that. I'm not a, I really don't like you say you're the best, and I say I'm the best, so we should figure this out once and for all. Stan Lee, I think, said something about he never made a clear-cut winner between the Hulk and Thor because it's like 60 years later and we're still talking about who would win between Hulk and Thor, and that was the point. You don't need a straight out, hit you over the head winner. So I don't mind that either. But it'd be one thing if it was, but that's not saying, I've tried to interest people like Leva Bates and cheerleader Melissa to see if they'd be interested in appearing in Rival Angels, and it's always fell through for some reason or other. Maybe mostly on my part too for not, keeping up with it. But yeah, it'd be cool, but I can't say I think about it too much. And see, Jim, if you have some time, we need to get some of us together to discuss wrestling game. We can use some help. Well, right on. Like I said, I'm going on. I was supposed to be going out to California, hang out with Laura, and obviously that's not happening. But still going out west for my in-laws' anniversary. But that doesn't mean I don't have time, especially in the next couple of days. It's just it won't be consistent, and I don't know how long at any one clip I can do anything. But definitely, it may even today, even because I'll probably just be working on this for a little while. I do know Tracy and I are going to go for a walk, have some lunch, so no rush either. So yeah, take your time. Anyways, at the top you'll see, if you want to see more of Lysandra, go to mayday.deviantart.com. That is this month's raffle winning art, and it's not done yet. It's going to be color. She's going to be inked. In fact, I should probably turn that later back down. What I got so far. And in fact, I'll probably work on this on the plane. That's what I did for Pittsburgh Con, I think, first time I met Jim, where I was working on the plane. So it's just a fun way for me to relax, just drawing stuff like this. Anyone who draws will probably tell you the same thing. It's a very relaxing thing, unless you're on a deadline or you're facing a blank page, and those are tougher. But anyways, it should be in full color. It's going to look great. That sounds like fun. You can always commission me or check out my Patreon page, which is always all over the Rival Angels homepage. Otherwise, just keep coming, hang out for the Google Hangouts. We have these once a month, talking wrestling and Rival Angels and comics and just good stuff that keeps you young. So thank you everybody for coming. I really, really appreciate it. If you got any questions or anything, hit me up, email, online, wherever you can find me. So that'd be awesome. Mayday, I see it. It looks fantastic so far. Thank you for that. I'll keep moving. I'll keep working on it. So thanks again, everybody. Love y'all. Boom.